Good morning, everybody, and this is your S&P 500 day trade setups for today. So, big question: are we breaking through this structure here? You can see last week we've got a fairly slant close. Are we forming a flag? Are we looking to continue to the upside? Just want to get to the weekly here, so you can see that tweezer top is now no longer in play, and we are now flirting with this weekly high here. And I think let's just get it exactly onto that weekly high there. You can see that's kind of where we are. If you look to the left, you can see quite a bit of interaction at that 41.94. Probably should round that off to 4200. So, we've got a bit of a crossover happening here. Oscillators are grouped to the upside. There's so much noise at the moment. We've got recession fears, we've got credit crisis fears. People can't afford their bonds, their car payments, their loans, their credit cards with the rising interest rates, and are defaulting on them. Cutting out luxury items. Just look at your normal budget. You're more price conscious as the cost of living has been rising so rapidly. So looking at what's going on around the world, that's definitely something which is driving us. Now, look at all these weekly gaps here. Gap, gap, gap. That one's closed, so ignore that one. That one's closed. So these two gaps. Oh, and there's one down there. So you've got 3 weekly gaps to the downside. You've got 1, 2, 3. There's 2 small ones here, 4, 5 weekly gaps to the upside. So magnets to the upside, magnets to the downside, and the big question is, what's going to happen? At the moment, we are at the high of the year, so it is going to be fairly significant as well this week. So with that in play, let's just cut this down, and then I'm going to bring this weekly level into play here. Right. So big move up last week. You can see a big move up. Consolidation, big move up, and then a bit of a sell-off going into Friday. Now, trend is up. We should be looking to buy. My problem is I just don't see the structure close enough for us to be buying. Oscillators have eased off on the 3 hours, so that is fairly telling, and you'll probably see this even better on the hour, how they've eased off. So the big question here is that's when we move this one around. So there is a level which we've got a pin bar, but then we've got a close below there. We've got another close below there. So I'd want that retested for anything. So for anything long, I'm looking for a break of 41,200. And then that should give us a move to the upside. The opposite may happen as well. Just get down to 15 minutes, and you can see here, look at the oscillator in the 50-minute, look at the moving averages. So you start dropping below, where are we going to be? Probably 41.88, I think, is going to be the safest bet. You're going to have to pay attention to these tails as well, though. They are going to influence you. But look at these gaps from Thursday. Look at all these gaps here. Hundreds of gaps. And I know there's gaps further down as well, but let's just focus on Thursday for now. There's lots of these 15-minute gaps. So for me, I wouldn't be too surprised to see us start dropping and start reversing here as we look at the noise that's coming out of the market at the moment. But I'd be paying very close attention to 41.88. Drop below, reject, then you're probably going to come and fetch some of these gaps here. These tails on the inside here are going to be your targets. So I'm not going to put all of them in. We'll just move one around, but you'll see there's a target right there. But look just below it, there's a gap. So you could argue that these tails here start becoming targets as well. But the fractal targets are the ones that you need to pay attention to. So all the way down here to 41.73. So that's kind of my play for today. I think this is probably range. If you break above this range, you're going to come and test some of these breakouts from Friday. All these tails down here are going to offer rejection opportunities for a short, but I wouldn't want to be taking it up there because that's back above the moving averages. So for me, this is the one that's in play for any shorts, 41.88, and then we're looking for moves down onto better structure. And yeah, there's lots of structure lower down. That's the beauty about this. There's lots of support lower down. So any move down, all the way down as far as 4150, is you're going to find a decent area of support. So that's going to be a fairly decent opportunity for another rebuy. But anyway, that's kind of the situation at the moment, and it's always worrisome when when you're looking at the noise and then you're looking at price. And the other thing, lastly, what you need to keep in the back of your mind is the markets are forward-looking. So yes, we could have a credit crisis, or we could have some negative sentiment in the market, but a lot of the stocks have been hit hard already. So people buy stocks for the future; they don't buy the stocks for the now. So that could also be a situation you need to pay attention to. So yeah, I think extreme short term on the lower time frames, if you start breaking structure, you're looking to go with this short, and you're looking to pick up support lower down, and then you need to swing to your higher time frames, and preferably around the hour, to see what area of support you're going to come into. And this area down here would be ideal for me, this area at around 4150. But you're at 41,200, so that's quite far away. Anyway, that's kind of my view today. If we do start finding support here and start breaking the structure, then long it is, and we are looking for a move higher. And I just want to put this daily gap in, because that's going to be your first target. And we just fell short of that. So that would be 42.24 would be your first target. Okay, anyway, that's it for me today. I hope it helps, and we'll catch up with you tomorrow morning. Cheers for now.